Hi Taurus, this is a timeless reading for you. So this should resonate for whenever you come across the video. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's a general reading. I'm doing I'm doing timeless readings for a minute while I'm in between moving. So, Taurus, timeless reading. Help me guide Taurus whenever they need it. Ooh. For your past, we have Rebirth, 10. So you probably went through, this is like the 10 of Swords energy a little bit, but this is in the, Osho Zen Tarot. Rebirth. So this is where, you know, going through something quite excruciating to be reborn into something stronger, more clear, youthful, and radiant. And then for your current situation, we have inner voice. So you might be hearing a lot of messages or receiving a lot of messages like bird signs, or you might be having a lot of crystal clear intuition. A lot of intuitive balance, emotional balance. You might be learning, hearing a lot of truths, and possibly some of you are delving deep into meditation, possibly. But your water is super clear right now. You know, after going through this rebirth, your water is so clear, and it's like this is a major arcana, so it's definitely something that is a divine gift. It's like something that can't be taken away. So for your future, we have some kind of split decision. It's a schizophrenia card. It's like 2 of Swords. So you're for the Rider-Waite deck, this would mean, you know, obviously being at a crossroads with a decision and feeling blindfolded and a little bit confused on which way to go. For the Osho Zen Tarot, this is kind of like, you know, maintaining a balance and feeling unified within yourself and knowing what you want. Because when you say you wake up in the morning and you feel like erratic and you're making, you know, decisions that aren't like you, and then towards the end you're feeling calm, towards the end of the day you're feeling calmer, and you don't even remember being that BITCH in the morning. I get that a lot. So I'm also Taurus, but yeah, so we'll clarify that with the Rider-Waite deck in a few minutes. And then let me go ahead and do your main spread with the Shadowscapes deck, Taurus. Timeless reading for Taurus. Timeless. And I did pre-shuffle these, so ooh, they are jumping. They were pretty calm before I started the video. Taurus, Timeless. Okay, for your current situation, we have Ace of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot of clarity here. Some of you might be going back to school, but there's like definitely you're gaining knowledge right now. You're gaining clarity. Your intuition and intellect is very strong right now. There's a lot of sword energy here, air energy. So you might be involved with an air sign. Yeah, out of the 4 cards I have right now, I have 1 major arcana and 3 swords or air. So in your recent past, we have the 2 of cups in reverse. So some kind of possible like disharmony in a relationship, or communication problems in a relationship. This could mean family or a coworker, someone that you care deeply for. 2 of cups, so water energy. And then for your abilities, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So you're feeling capable, empowered, independently strong. You feel like you have like a solid foundation on your own, and you can build off of that, possibly with someone else. You feel self-sustainable. You might also, you know, again, you might be going to school or doing some learning, some studying, getting some books. This does kind of seem like some of you might be in, you know, delving deep into some kind of spiritual practice, or you might be a healer or a light worker. For your love, passions, and interests, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you might be giving and giving and giving and giving. Just make sure to give to yourself as well. For your outcome, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, some kind of long recovery and long time of reflection. Doesn't necessarily mean recovering from something, but you might take some time to reflect and go, because these are both in your future position. So you might take a long time to reflect and make sure you make a clear decision on this split decision. Here you have. Let me clarify with the Rider-Waite deck here and get some messages, more messages for Taurus. Timeless reading for Taurus, please. So for the Ten of Cups, oh, it's a Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so again, still kind of the same thing. I thought it was a 2. These cards are so small. But the Ten of Cups in reverse is kind of, again, some kind of disharmony or imbalance in a relationship, or in the ideas of what you believe a relationship should be. This can mean like unrealistic expectations for people, and setting them up for setting yourself up for disappointment and setting them up for failure, possibly. So, sorry. My roommate's an air sign and he slams doors. But yeah, so to clarify that was the Eight of Wands. So in your recent past, it was something that happened very fast, something that kind of might have caught you, taken you off guard. But it's definitely like a disappointed feeling in your recent past, and it probably caused this rebirth. Recent past for Taurus. Whoa. Just puked out some cards, but they're all face down, so I'm not going to take them. Please help me with Taurus in the recent past. Thank you. Okay, Four of Cups. So yeah, it was like some kind of emotional distraction in your recent past, where, you know, you're feeling possibly at a loss for something, like you lost something and you're just kind of like, you know, going through the motions, riding the waves of that. And for that, you know, it was like disappointment, but also knowing that something better is going to take that place, whatever it is, whether it's like a job that you really, really cared about, or, you know, whatever, or a person, a family member. Rebirth, please. Rebirth for Taurus. Hanged Man. Yeah, with this rebirth, these are two very young. You see this a young person, and then in the Hanged Man, it's like, it's not necessarily a young energy, but it's a trusting energy. It's a going with the flow energy. Changing your perspective with, you know, this new rebirth. You're changing your perspective. You can see more radiance in life and more opportunities, and possibly see the abundance around you. And that was in your recent past. So let's move on to your current situation. Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. Okay, so with this new clarity that's coming in, your intuition is just like on point. You understand, you feel like it's like you understand things on a compassionate level, and it's leading to something very stable, solid. And some of you might be getting engaged or married, but you for others you might be just getting into a job or a relationship or something that feels stable, something comfortable, something that's earned because you gained your clarity and removed yourself from the ego's fog and feeling of loss. having like that lack mindset. I feel like you're moving to an abundance mindset because it all started out with like swords and then it's moving into pentacles, swords and then pentacles. Yeah, you're moving into a new cycle. The world is yours. You know, you took what lessons needed to be learned in that, and you're stepping into a new world where you're focusing. A lot of these cards are like self-love, self-healing, self-care. So I feel like in this spread, it's like you're working on self-care so that you can take care of the world. I feel like, because, you know, like I said, some of you might be light workers or teachers or something, but you're taking care of yourself to gain this stable foundation so that you can move on and take care of the world, including yourself, and, you know, help others. Helping yourself is helping others. Inner voice, please. And that's the clarity that you have. That's the intuition that you have right now. That's where you're being pulled, is to take care of yourself. 2. Okay, we have the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Ooh. So some of you might be involved in a relationship where you're being tested. You're being tested to maintain harmony. You're being tested to be in a emotionally stable, emotionally capable and understanding, and you can be there for someone else. You're able to be there for someone else, possibly to teach someone else. You're very intuitive right now. Obviously, you're super duper intuitive. You're very clear. Ego is in the past as of right now. But I feel like all the lessons that you've learned are testing you in this current situation to keep balance in a relationship or some kind of job that you're really, really passionate about, with the Lovers card. With all of this sword energy and the Lovers card, I am led to believe that you might be involved with a Gemini, whether it's a lover or a parent or a coworker or whatever, but there is a lot of Gemini energy here. Okay, moving on to your abilities. We have the 9 of Pentacles, that independent, resilient type of, you know, I can take it, I can handle myself type stuff. Abilities for Taurus, 9 of Pentacles. Ooh! We have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of... So you're... Okay. 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So you're coming out of this sword energy where you're feeling trapped by your thoughts, you're like trapping yourself, basically. This is self-imposed. You're coming out of this situation where you feel helpless and incapable, to the 9 of Cups, where you're feeling absolutely capable. You can rely on yourself, and that's going to bring you the stability, the coin, the resources that you need to take the actions and start new, you know, all of these new possibilities are coming in. People might be offering you new attractive love, or, you know, a new job or whatever. This could be new job, new home, whatever. But, you know, you're moving into something that feels very fulfilling. It's like a wish fulfillment. It's like, that's what I was waiting for. And it's because you pulled yourself out of that self-limiting beliefs and moved into this very I am capable, I am reliable, I am radiant, and I can share it with the world, and I want to be a light worker. For some of you, not all of you. Or this could be your calling to begin that work, because there is a lot of like new learning cards here, you know, learning new things and stuff. So let's move on to your love, passions, and interests with that 6 of Cups, or 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Aha. So you might be dealing with someone that's a little bit like trying to maintain this, why can't I ever think of this word? They're trying to look like they got it all together. They're trying to remain stable, kind of cold. They're very, very attracted to you, I feel like, but you're just, you know, you're showing them unconditional giving. You're giving, 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 and they're just like, why is this person, first of all, why do they even like me? They're so cute or whatever, you know. Let me see more. But it's like, you're giving to someone that might not feel capable of giving back, despite what they make themselves, how they make themselves appear to the outside world. You know, they want the world to believe that they are this emperor. They can do anything. They're capable of anything. And they are, absolutely. But I think they might be cold to, what is this tasty, giving, compassionate love thing coming at me. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, again, when the cards went a little messy here and the Magician popped out and I put it back in and he came out again. So you might be, in this love, passions, interest, you might be really able to maneuver this person. And I don't want to say manipulate it, but you're trying to like reassure, use all of your resources available to you, your wands, your cups, your swords, your pentacles. You're trying to use all of the resources available to you and within you to show this person, look, I'm just trying to give you love. I'm just trying to give you compassion. And this could mean a job, like, you know, a job, trying to be like, why is, you know, you're just really trying to have integrity in this situation, I feel like. And it's catching someone off guard, because I think they might be used to dealing with bullshit ass people. Sorry for my language. Yeah, I feel like you make them feel things that they might not be entirely ready to feel. You make them feel this overflowing, passionate, like possible, like loving. You also, like, if this is a job, you might be leading you might be a leader for your company. Like, even if you're a lower level employee, you're showing people that this is how business should be run, and, you know, with integrity. And I feel like some people might, for some of you, some people might want to defend themselves because you might be compromising. They feel like you might be compromising their stability, because what people know is what they're comfortable with, and the unknown is uncomfortable. And you're very spiritual and intuitive right now. People are looking at you and they're watching you, and you're devoted to your truth. You might be, again, for some of you, going to learn something new, and you are intimidating right now. You're intimidating. You're beaming, and that's, you know, let it ride. Don't dim your shine. Just, you know, keep your understanding, keep your clarity, your intuition. You know what people are going through, and you're a lot to handle, in a sense that you make people reflect on their own actions, I feel like. I don't know. It's a defensive energy for them, and that's fine. Ego protects us, even if it makes us a little delusional sometimes. Four of Swords in reverse for the outcome, please. Four of Swords for the outcome for Taurus. Oop. Someone might, I don't know if this is you that's going to take that long rest, but someone, it might be you or the person that you're intimidating, but you're not intimidating. They are intimidated, okay? So, but with this Four of Swords in reverse, it's like they might step away. With the Nine of Wands, they might step away to protect themselves and barricade themselves, and in this they might exhaust themselves and leave themselves feeling isolated. And this could be you. So let me see. It doesn't feel like you though. There we go. King of Cups, the Star. Honestly, if this is you having to step away and protect yourself, do it, because you might need to clear your water. However, I'm getting two storylines here where this person is like isolating themselves and taking some time to reflect because they need to clear their water, but also I feel like this is you. You're allowing that. Not that they have to ask your permission, but you're not freaking out. You're not like, oh, they're cutting me off, whatever. You understand. You're emotionally you're emotionally stable enough to see, you have so much clear water that you're able to see why they need this time, why they need to protect themselves, because ego is a very confusing thing, and you get that, you understand that. You're a shoulder to cry on if they need it, but you're also emotionally stable in yourself enough to know that some people need time. Let them take it, because you know exactly what you are and who you are, and it would be really hard for them to find a replacement for you, whether it is a job or a romantic partner. You know, it's something that you're irreplaceable. So to clarify the Two of Air energy, that schizophrenia, that split decision, we have the Knight of Swords. And this is also in your future position. So I feel like if this person is going to like walk away to take a break, they might say something that they don't mean. They might say something that they don't mean because they're insecure and protecting themselves. This could also be warning you against if you're learning something new from whatever, you know, you're gonna have a decision to make, or they're going to have a decision to make, and people get a little bit fearful in that, so don't make too quick of a decision, whether it's you or them. There's a wake-up call here. There's a judgment call. I feel like you're causing this person to have an awakening, and that's not your fault. I'm not saying that's bad. Just existing is not your fault. Existing and being loving is not your fault. So they're just due. So let that happen. One more for the outcome. Taurus. Yeah, everybody has toxic energy that they need to work out and break the chains of toxic energy. You have it, they have it. Let people work out their demons. Honestly, you're doing so well right now, and you have a lot of offers coming in. Well, you know, work, school, possibly, finances, and home. You might be moving, so you have a lot to focus on anyways. If they're meant for you, they'll come back. Oops. Okay, we got 2 guide cards. How can you give more love to yourself, to others, and to all things? And my answer to that is always letting go. How she's lightly holding on to that snake. I can give more love by letting go and letting people be free. Are you fulfilled in this moment? All right, I hope that helped, Taurus, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you feel so inclined, give a donate and or a tip, and thank you so much.